Don't laugh at me, please. Do not laugh at me and don't say me. Oh, fuck. Don't say me things. What the fuck was that? Oh my. Woo. What's up, Rich Squad guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the first episode of Q&A Fridays where you guys left all your questions in the last video I put out announcing that I'll be doing a Q&A. Thanks for all those who submitted questions. If your question don't make it to this episode, leave another question down below this video. It just might make it to episode 2. So without further ado, let's get straight into these questions. I'm really excited to answer them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Guys, also let me know if you like this setup. I'm like sitting in front of the door of my garage. I like the background and everything. And let me know what you think about my big shine head, my big bald head. You know, I'm not wearing any hat. Usually I'd be wearing a hat in videos. I'm trying to change things up a little, you know. It's summertime and it's getting really hot. So sometimes I won't be wearing the hat because I'll be sweating. Okay, so don't laugh at me, please. Do not laugh at me and don't say me. Oh, fuck. Don't say me things. What the fuck was that? Oh my. Woo. Also, let me know if you like my Germany World Cup jersey in the comment section down below. To kick off the Q&A, I got a question from a longtime subscriber of mine, 88J3. He asked, what has been your favorite vacation? Well, the answer to that is very easy. It's my first ever vacation when I traveled to Canada 18 years ago, the year 2000. It was the first time I went on a plane and everything, and it was just an awesome feeling. You know, when I landed in Canada, it was just so real. You know, the days went on longer up to 9 o'clock, and I was like, wow, how is this even possible? Because, you know, back in the West Indies, you know, by 6:30, it's already dark. And in Canada, I saw some of my family members for the first time in a very long time. I was picking up Pokemon cards off the floor. Those times Pokemon was huge, I'm telling you. And we used to, you know, collect those cards in school. We used to sell those cards in school as well. So it was a really nice experience. And, you know, you could never ever forget your first, right? So what's your favorite vacation ever? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's move on to question 2, where Diego Bravo asked, best album of 2018 so far? Well, the answer to that is very easy. It's simple. I listen to hip-hop a lot. Maybe not as much as I used to, but the best album of 2018 so far, in my opinion, is J. Cole's K.O.D. And my favorite song is Photographs. I really like that song. Fell in love through photographs. I don't even know your name. Wonder if you follow back. I hope to see you one day. Yes, that's, you know, I experienced that many times. You know, fell in love with girls over Instagram, Facebook. And, you know, it's real. It's what happens in this day and age. So, J. Cole, man, keep dropping that heat. And great question, Diego Bravo. Guys, if you have any new, fresh music, recommend it in the comment section down below. For question number 3, Advenko asked, what is the best football match you have ever watched? Well, the answer is PSG versus Barcelona in the 2016-17 UCL round of 16. Come on, guys, that's a great match. We had 3 goals in 7 minutes to, you know, pull off the most remarkable comeback ever, you know, that I ever seen. Basically, you know, losing what, 4-0 in the first leg, coming back, defeating PSG 6-1. Like, that is ridiculous. Lionel Messi, Suarez, Neymar, and these guys were just awesome on that day. Sergio Roberto, who scored that winning goal. And guys, that was also the first video I ever uploaded on YouTube, so I could never ever forget that. Enjoy the little clip. Enjoy the little clip of that video right there. Real sentimental video there.
Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona game while driving.
The kids were in the video, everything, you know, so I really,
Been watching this
enjoyed that match, and that was the match that kick-started my whole YouTube career, if you want to call it that. I made like 3 videos on that match alone. I was talking about the refereeing decisions. I was talking about whether Suarez dive, whether Neymar dive, and so really, really inspirational match in terms of my YouTube career. Guys, let me know the best match you have ever seen in the comment section down below. I would really like if you guys answer these questions as well. Leave as many comments in the comment section. Don't be shy. You don't have to leave 1 comment. You can leave 10 comments if you want. Be my guest. For question number 4, we have 2 people asking the same question. Steven Ushka and Super asked, who in your opinion is going to win the 2018 World Cup? Who's going to win the World Cup? It's either Brazil or Germany, but I actually want Belgium to win the World Cup. I would like to see a 9th team lift the trophy. I'm really fed up of seeing the usual suspects winning it. So Belgium or even Portugal, or maybe even a smaller team like Denmark or Colombia, Peru. One of these teams would be awesome to see lifted. So who do you think is going to win the World Cup, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. So question number 5, Daniel Refi asked, which match or matches is going to be the most interesting World Cup match in 2018? Well, we have to start from the group stages because we don't know who's going to play who yet in the knockouts. So I'm going to have to start with the Group B match between Portugal and Spain, 2 heavyweights, Euro 16 winner, World Cup 2010 winner, Euro 2008, Euro 2012 winner. So it's a big match. They are neighbors. Portugal is practically inside of Spain. So, they are neighbors, and it will be a big, big match. Cristiano Ronaldo coming up against the likes of Alvaro Morata, Diego Costa, Sergio Ramos, teammates. So it's going to be a spectacle. For Group D, I like the Argentina versus Nigeria matchup. This will be the 5th time they are meeting at the World Cup. It's a derby. It's a derby. Nigeria defeated Argentina in the last match they played against each other 4-2. That was a pretty convincing victory. So if Nigeria is to pull that off again, it will mean big things for them at the 2018 World Cup. Also in Group G, we have Belgium versus England. That's a big match. That's a huge, huge one. This match might determine who tops the group. So it's big. It's really, really big. Daniel Refi, I know you like to talk about the Iran versus Morocco match, but it's going to be hard for both these teams to make it out of a group which includes Spain and Portugal. So they need a result against each other. I'm actually going for Morocco. I know you're Iranian and everything, but I'm going for Morocco. I think they are the more balanced team. They came into this World Cup without conceding a goal, without losing a match. So I'm going to have to go with Morocco with that one. Great question, though. For question number 6, Saddam Ishmael asked, who in your opinion is going to win the Champions League and the Europa League? Great, great question. For the Champions League, I'm going to have to go for Liverpool. I'm going to give it away in the Q&A Fridays. So I'm going to have to go for Liverpool. They are the only team that really, bossed us this year. Manchester City, that is. We played versus Liverpool 4 times this season, and they defeated us 3 times. And I'm talking about convincing victories. Well, maybe not the league match when they defeated us 4-3. So I'm going to have to go with Liverpool for that one. They went to the Champions League and only lost 1 game. Jurgen Klopp has been awesome this season. Firmino, Mane, and Salah as well. And don't forget about the midfield, the fullbacks, and everyone on the team. Loris Karius has played a big part as well. And for the Europa League, I'm going to have to go with Atletico Madrid to win this. They look a solid team, not flashy at all, but they are effective. In their new stadium, their Stadio Metropolitano, that's a beautiful stadium, and they have held it down there. Haven't conceded a goal there since January. 12 matches, like that is crazy. And they defeated Arsenal. Arsenal did not look like a champion team at all. So they're coming up versus Marseille. I think they're going to get the better of Marseille. And I forgot to mention Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid going for the 3-peat. Jurgen Klopp going for his first Champions League trophy, having made the final in 2012-13. It's now or never, man. It's now or never. Next year is going to be tough again. Teams are coming better and they come in harder. They come in stronger. So it's not going to be easy to get that far next year again. So you got to take the opportunity while you have it this season. So my answers: Liverpool, Champions League, Atletico Madrid, Europa League. Who do you think will win the Champions League and Europa League? Let me know in the comment section down below. So for question number 7, Elsie Ortega asks, have you ever seen a Man City player in town or ever talked to one? That answer is yes, I have seen a Man City player, but I never spoke to one. He is actually not playing for Man City, but he is owned by Man City, and that player is Jack Harrison. I seen him when I was going to Florida. NYFC was also traveling to Florida, so I got to see David Villa, a few of the other teammates, less known teammates, Jack Harrison, Patrick Vieira, and it was an awesome experience. He was just acquired in the January transfer window and loaned right back out to Middlesbrough, so I don't know if he will ever actually play for City or they will actually just sell him. So we will just have to wait and see. So the answer to that question is Jack Harrison. Have you guys ever seen a famous football player up close and personal? Let me know who that player is in the comment section down below. For question number 8, guys, Daddyline Joseph asks, do you think the Russian team will be just like South African team in 2010? If not, will they make it out the group stage? Well, the answer to that is I think they will actually do better than South Africa. They're in a very, very tricky group, but come on. The World Cup is being hosted by Russia, a powerhouse country in terms of world politics. You know, we have Vladimir Putin, and if Russia is to bow out at the group stages, it would be really, really embarrassing. I think they will make it out. I think they are really underestimated, and we can't judge them from the fixtures leading up to this World Cup because they played really, really strong opposition: Brazil, France, Spain, and these bigger teams. So we can't really judge them from that, but I think they will just squeeze out their group. Saudi Arabia might not be, you know, challenged to them in the first opening match of the World Cup. So it's really, really hard group to predict, but I think they can get results. I really think they can get results versus Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and even Uruguay on the day. So look out for Russia. I think the furthest they could actually make it to is the round of 16. Oh, who knows? Who knows? They could even make it to the last 8. We just have to wait and see. But I don't think they will flop, though. I really don't think they will flop. And for South Africa, they did not do too bad. They won 1, draw 1, and lost 1. They really performed well, but still it was not enough. It wasn't enough at all. So great question. Guys, do you think that Russia will flop at the 2018 World Cup also? For question number 9, Kojo Ashiede asks, what are your expectations for the World Cup? Well, let me answer. This question has 3 parts. So let me answer this first part. My expectations are really, really high. You know, it's the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? It better be good. It better be damn good. You know, I got cable TV and everything set up to watch every single game for this World Cup. So it better be freaking good. We have been waiting for it for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Don't make us wait for nothing to give us some kind of shitty World Cup. So, you know, that's my answer to that. Second question, in question number 9. Do you think it would be the best World Cup ever? Well, for me, it might be the best World Cup ever because this is the first time I'll actually be covering the World Cup exclusively, you know, on my YouTube channel and everything. So I think it will be the best because I would know everything that's going on. You know what I mean? Before, I only caught few matches that was actually showing and I looked at the result for the others. But this time around, I'll be making sure I watch every single match and I'll be reporting on every match. I'll be doing previews, predictions. I'll be doing a reaction video for every match. Just giving my thoughts. It might not be something long, but it's giving my thoughts. So for the third part of this question, do you think Russia will have a successful tournament? Well, Russia, the team, I just answered that question in the previous question which was asked by Daddy Line Joseph. So I hope that answers your question. Success for Russia might actually mean getting out the group and maybe making it to the last 8, because they never got out their group in their history of competing as Russia. Soviet Union, yes, but not Russia. So really, really good question, guys. You could also answer these questions down below. So for question number 10, Sai Hattie 79 Roblox asks, which derby do you like the most in the World Cup, such as the Saudi Arabia versus Egypt or the Spain versus Portugal? Well, I'm going to actually go for the Spain versus Portugal. I touched on that match already. It's a big, big match. Like, no one is going to want to miss this match. You know, this is going to be one of the heavyweight matches of the 2018 World Cup group stages, along with the likes of Belgium versus England and maybe the Germany versus Mexico match. That's going to be big as well. So also the Iran versus Morocco match will be huge. You know, the France versus Denmark, those matches will be big. The Nigeria versus Argentina, but the Spain versus Portugal one is huge. It's huge. So I hope that answers your question. Let's move on to question 11, where Renato Giusti asks, who is the best Man City player? It has to go to Kevin De Bruyne, no doubt. He is the best creative player, or one of the best creative players in Europe. And he is a goal scorer as well. He takes free kicks, corners, everything. He's just awesome. Some of the goals he scored this season has been remarkable. Worldly goals from way outside the box, unexpected goals. I could remember that goal versus Chelsea in the 1-0 win. It was awesome, I'm telling you. It was, oh my God.
Powering through, left footed! What a strike!
I could, you know, that, I remember I came back from Florida and I saw that goal and I was acting crazy outside. I was like, wow, amazing. So, answer to that question, Kevin De Bruyne. Who is the best City player in your opinion, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. For question number 12, Diego Reyes asks, how long have you been watching the World Cup? Well, the answer to that is simple. It's been 20 years. My first World Cup was a 1998 World Cup hosted by France, which France went on to win, of course. I watched it 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014, and now the 2018 World Cup will be the World Cup, which I'm going to actually follow and cover on my YouTube channel. So it's going to be pretty awesome doing this, celebrating 20 years of watching the World Cup. How long have you guys been watching the World Cup? Let me know down below. So for question number 13, this was an Instagram question. KRXXM asks, do you think the UCL is rigged or fixed? Well, you're asking if the Champions League is fixed or is it rigged? Well, my answer to that question will be no. It better not be. It better not be fixed. After we put all this time into it, watching it, it better not be like the WWE. Because when I found out wrestling was fake and fixed, I was like, really? It's only for entertainment? Like, really? I'm not here for entertainment only. It's, you know, I'm here because I love this sport. I love to watch it. And a lot of people put their time, effort, money into this. So it better not be fixed. You better not be fooling us, UEFA. Definitely better not be fooling us. Guys, let me know if you think the Champions League is fixed in the comment section down below. For question number 14, Ziga Karun asks, which player do you think will be the biggest surprise in the World Cup? Well, the answer to that is Gabriel Jesus. You know, he is a really, really good talent, prospective talent, and he can be world class. The stage is set up for him. He has Philip Coutinho, Willian, Paulinho, and all these guys behind him to just supply him with really, really delicious balls. Delicious balls. That sounds funny, right? To put into the back of the net. Also, you can also throw Roberto Firmino in there. If he gets his opportunity, he will definitely grab it by the horns and perform. So, answer to that, Gabriel Jesus could be the big surprise player. He could even win Golden Boot. Or we could also see Roberto Firmino, you know, blowing up in that World Cup. He is very, very, very underrated. So, For question number 15, Betel Kebede and ELG Gaming YouTube ask, will an African country reach the semifinals in the first time in their history? That was actually the Betel question. And ELG Gaming YouTube asked, which African team do you think will make it to the semis at the 2018 World Cup? Well, I actually don't think an African country will make it to the semis this time around. But if there is a country to do so, it will be Nigeria, or it can be Morocco if they get out of their difficult groups, because they are in some really, really difficult group. Morocco has the group with Spain, Portugal, and Iran, and Nigeria has Croatia, Argentina, and Iceland to contest with. If they get out of those groups, man, they will do really, really well, or even reach the semi-finals. You know, so that is actually my answer to that. Guys, do you think an African nation will finally get past the quarterfinal stage? Let me know in the comment section down below. For question number 16, Blue Moon Forever asks, who is the best player in the Premier League? Well, my answer to that is Kevin De Bruyne. I know a lot of people are going to say Mohamed Salah, but it's Kevin De Bruyne. Definitely Kevin De Bruyne. What he has done on, off the ball, his creative ability, his goal scoring ability, his touch, his passes, his skill set. He is just awesome. He is just awesome. And, you know, Chelsea must be ruined, you know, the fact that they sold him. You know what I mean? Like, Chelsea have sold off a lot of really, really current great players. Mohamed Salah, you know. So, definitely Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion. Who do you think is the best Premier League player? Let me know in the comment section down below. For question number 17, Football Pharaoh asks, who will be the 9th country to win the World Cup? Simple answer, Belgium. Belgium. If it's not Belgium, it can be Portugal or Colombia, one of those teams. But definitely, I'm going for Belgium with this one. Their team is just off the chain, man. When you look at it on paper, it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to have to go with Belgium for that one. Guys, don't forget to go check out Football Pharaoh's channel if you're not already doing so. For question number 18, Strike with Sid asks, if you were not a Man City fan, who would you support? The answer to that is Liverpool. The type of football they play is similar to the type of football that Manchester City plays, but they need at least 2 more world-class defenders, because they be really screwing things up when they already have a control over the game. Maybe not against us, but, you know, against other teams. Like, they need some world-class defenders. Well, I think Virgil van Dijk is really good, but they need to get rid of Lovren, and they need maybe to get rid of Klavan and Matip. Maybe not, but they could play backup. But they need at least 2 more big defenders to tighten up their back line. Definitely, they be shipping way too many unnecessary goals, especially late in the match. Look at those 4 goals they shipped in the last 10 minutes of the matches versus Roma. Almost cost them the final. So Liverpool, get your act together. If I wasn't a City fan, I would have been a Liverpool fan. Definitely, that's the next team behind. But I'm not a Liverpool fan, so guys, don't get it twisted. For question number 19, which is the featured question of episode 1, Pawel Skrzeczkowski, he's from Poland, he asked, who is going to be picked for the 2018 World Cup Best 11? Try to predict Best 11. Well, this would actually be a Best 11 after the tournament is over. So I'm basically doing a prediction of who I think is going to actually reach far in the tournament. Because if you get knocked out in the group stages, you can't make the Best 11. Your team did not do well at all. So you cannot make the Best 11. So I might leave out some big names. So don't be alarmed if I leave out some big names. Guys, also try to make a best 11 that you think is going to be in the World Cup Dream Team, maybe. So I'm going to start with a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is used by my manager, Joachim Löw. So I'm picking Joachim Löw as the manager for this team. In the goalkeeping position, I'm going to go with David De Gea, the Spaniard, because he has been awesome for Man United and he has been awesome for Spain. He is one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper right now, with Manuel Neuer out injured. So I can't put him in here. For the defenders, for the right back, I'm going for Joshua Kimmich, the German. He has been really, really good for Bayern Munich and for Germany. He is young and he is really, really talented. Look what he did versus Real Madrid. He scored 2 goals across 2 legs. For the center half, I'm going to go for Marquinhos, the Brazilian who plays for PSG. I really, really admire this player. And if we have to see a 100 million defender, it has to be him. Like, if he's being sold, he's going to go for close to 100 million pounds or euros, whichever currency they're going to use in the transfer. Marquinhos, one of the best young defenders out there. The second center half is going to be Sergio Ramos, proven to be one of the best center halves in the world. He plays for Real Madrid and he will be the captain of this team. So he is a lead-off man, definitely lead-off man. He's good on the ball, he's good in the air, good on set plays, everything. So Sergio Ramos will be in there to rough up the opposition team. So my left back is going to go to the one and only Marcelo, also plays for Real Madrid. So we have 2 Brazilians in the back line. So my midfield will be comprised of Toni Kroos, plays for Real Madrid. Another Real Madrid player making it to my 11. He is from Germany and he is one of the best midfielders out there. Neymar, one of the best players in the world. He is currently injured, but he will be back to torment the defenders at the 2018 World Cup. He plays for PSG. We don't know how much longer he will be at that club. Who knows? Will he move back to Spain and play for Real Madrid? It's only left to be seen. That will be a big transfer again. Also in the midfield, I have the Man City player Kevin De Bruyne, who have been mentioned quite a few times in this video. He plays for Belgium. And we have Paul Pogba, the Man United man who plays for France, best young player of the 2014 World Cup, making it to my 11. And to top off, I'm going to have to go with Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the GOATs, plays for Portugal, plays for Real Madrid. And the lone striker is Lionel Messi, of course, who plays for Argentina, yet to win a major trophy with his country. For the substitutes, I'm going to go for the Brazilian and Manchester City player Gabriel Jesus. I think he will have a great tournament, but I'm going to actually prefer Messi over him. Then we have Eden Hazard, the Belgian, and the Chelsea man. He is going to be on my bench also. Then I'm going to have another Chelsea man, another Belgian, Thibaut Courtois, going to be my goalkeeper, because I don't know if Manuel Neuer will play at the World Cup. And if Manuel Neuer plays, then that means Marc-Andre Ter Stegen will not play. So I can't put Ter Stegen nor Manuel Neuer in my prediction 11. Next player, N'Golo Kante, Chelsea man, plays for France, definitely is going to make my 11. He has won back-to-back titles 2 years in a row with Leicester City and with Chelsea, but he will miss out on it this season. Definitely not winning it with Chelsea this season. Next player, James Rodriguez, the Colombian Golden Boot winner of the 2014 World Cup. He is currently playing for Bayern Munich on loan from Real Madrid. He is a big player and I think he will do really well at the 2018 World Cup. My 5th substitute is Antoine Griezmann, the Frenchman, the Atletico Madrid man. He is just awesome, man. I saw him, riling up the crowd yesterday and I was like, wow. He is actually telling the crowd, like, come on. We need you, keep cheering. I was like, wow, he is a showman. So I'm definitely going to go for Antoine Griezmann in my substitutes. Then we have Marco Reus, man, returning from injury. Please stay fit so you can appear at the 2018 World Cup, man. Every time I see him on FIFA 17, I'm like, he is so good. He is so good. So I hope to see Marco Reus in the German colors at the 2018 World Cup. So that's my bench. For the reserves, I'm going to go with Robert Lewandowski, the Bayern Munich man, the man from Poland. Then I'm going to go with Philippe Coutinho, the Brazilian who plays for Barcelona. Then another Barcelona man, the Spaniard Andres Iniesta, who is saying goodbye to Barcelona. And then the young Frenchman Kylian Mbappe, who has been on fire for the last 2 seasons. And then last but not least, Fyodor Smolov, the lone Russian in my 11. Come on, Russia is hosting. I gotta throw a Russian player in there just in case they do well at the World Cup. So let's see how many of these players I get when the final World Cup best 11 is published at the end of the tournament. Guys, let me know your best 11 in the comment section down below. And if you want your question to be featured in episode 2, just ask a great question, guys. Simple as that. Simple as that. Great question, Pawel. Thank you very much. And for the final question of my first ever Q&A Fridays, Anakin Skywalker the GOAT asks, yo, why this channel and Football Pharaoh's channel so underrated? Well, keep dropping that heat, he says. Well, let me answer that question. Why is our channel so underrated? I think it's because maybe we're doing it by ourselves. Our channels are still pretty young. It's still pretty young because in order to be successful on YouTube without doing fake stuff and without doing hype stuff or without actually buying subscribers or actually doing ridiculous things or going to matches and doing vlogs, and you know, it's hard. It's really hard to, you know, grow and get the recognition early. It's still pretty early. I've only been doing this for 1 year. I believe if I do this 3 years from now, let's say until the 2022 World Cup, this channel should be big, you know, because I would have improved in leaps and bounds. When I look back at my old videos, I'm like, wow, I really improved. Like, I will not watch my old videos for the simple fact that it's so cringy. And I'm like, how did people actually watch my videos back when I just started? You know, I still make some pretty terrible videos, but still, all in all, they have gotten really better. For Football Pharaoh's channel, it will continue to grow. He does really good content, and once he doesn't get discouraged, once I don't get discouraged, both our channels will continue to grow. I've gotten 6,000 subscribers in a year. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for all those who have subscribed. 6,000 in 1 year. And I know people who haven't, you know, grown in years. I'm telling you, like 5 years plus, and they haven't got 10,000 yet. So it's a big achievement, and I just have to keep growing. I don't really want to compare to other people or whatnot. I just have to keep doing me, being myself, and just keep showing up every day or every other day or every week for you guys. You know, I love you guys as my subscribers, and I would like to believe that you love me too, right? I would like to believe that. But guys, man, that brings it to an end of my first ever Q&A Fridays, where you guys left your questions in the comment section down below and I answered them. Feel free to leave more questions for episode 2. I will include some of the questions that didn't make it to episode 1 in episode 2. So don't feel discouraged, guys, if I did not answer your question. Just come again. Episode 2 will be 10 questions. So please leave really great questions. Guys, you could ask me anything you want, anything. Remember I said don't be personal, but ask me anything so we could make this Q&A Fridays really fun and exciting and very entertaining. Like, that's the goal here. Thanks again for 6K subs. The road to 7K is in full effect. So guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know what you think about my shine bald head in the comment section down below. And until next time, peace out, Rich Squad.